What is up, everybody?
Hello.
Boy, it seems like we haven't done this in a while.
It is. It's been too long, man.
Is the last one we did the Halloween show?
Yes. I missed you all. Give you all a hug.
I know.
Yes.
Digital hugs to my family.
Oh my God. That's like, well, I suppose it's 2 weeks ago, isn't it? But
yeah.
Marty hasn't been here for ages.
I know. Poor Marty. It's get well, Marty. I have Nick confirmation. Sorry, I apologize. I checked the thing. Nick is not going to be showing up today, having to work late and other conflicts. So, but he says have a good show. So, Nick, love you, buddy. Take care.
No
yeah. Hello, Matt.
That's where Nick
Chantel.
is. Yeah, we are. What's going on? Where's everyone? Yeah, so we're all very slimmed down tonight, guys. Apologies. Unfortunately, we all have things to do. Like, hence, Nick, he's busy working. Poor old Marty and Kerry, who this show is dedicated to tonight, are not well. Although it's the biggest excuse for getting out of work.
I know, man. He is milking that cow. He is milking that cow. And yes, Chantel, the daylight savings time sucks. It is absolutely stupid. I never understood it.
It does,
yeah.
But
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, an hour later for you. Yeah.
No, we're all set now. It's 10 o'clock where Chantel is. Right where I am right now, it is 3:02 in the afternoon. So we should be right on.
Yeah. Confusing.
Oh, it's 8 where you guys are now?
Yeah.
Yes, 8 o'clock. Bedtime.
Oh, right. Yeah. Because you guys are 5. Oh, yeah. So we're right back on. Okay.
I think for a week we're out, aren't we?
Yeah. And that was last week when we didn't have a show. So,
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, and poor old Amy, she's not well. Been a rough week. That's a special needs teacher, unfortunately. So she's curled up in bed at the moment, bless her. And
Amy, if you're watching.
Love you, Amy.
Yeah. So anyway,
I can't get my lip any poutier.
Hope you guys are well. Also, I've set up behind me, and if you can see, if you can, I've got the mail meter running.
Oh, well done.
If that goes off tonight,
I didn't even notice that. I saw the skull and the candles, and I'm like, neat. I didn't even see the meter.
Mail meter running. If it goes off,
sick.
I can't explain it. I mean, I can move and everything, and nothing happens. So,
Tom, every week you have to bring a different doll in to sit next to it. You've got plenty.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. They are here. I think they're all packed away at the moment. So
we did. We literally stole an hour from somewhere. It's we stole it from who do I not like? Jersey. We stole it from Jersey. Up here,
Jersey. More like North Korea or something, but no, Jersey.
Oh no, they got their own problems. It's
freaking heck. Oh my God. But yeah, so we have missed you all. I've certainly missed you guys, definitely. It's been a long one. I'm so glad that we're back at it now.
Yeah.
But tonight we are going to be discussing the Winchester Mystery House, which is...
I am excited for this.
One.
This is officially the first show I've ever done on this channel where I've actually taken notes. Because I'm like, I love this. I know. I'm like, holy shit, I did my homework.
It is pretty cool. Like, I mean, I've watched things. I think I've watched a movie on it as well. It's freaking insane, honestly. Like, this place is incredible.
Now, how was the first time you guys ever came across the Winchester Mystery Mansion?
My one true love, Zach Bagans.
Next, Tom.
Thank you.
Oh, somebody else has a hard on for Zach Bagans, I guess. Jesus. Let's get a mop in here.
Thank you. Are you here?
Shit. Asking questions.
Yeah.
All right, can you step away, please? Step away.
Yo, you're into the blue on that.
That's getting high.
Yeah.
Oh, my hair's all standing up on me here. That's great, guys. Thank you for
wow,
that.
Thank you so much for that. That is amazing.
Bobo, if that's you, can you touch it one more time for me, please?
For me, Bobo, do it for your boy Hefty.
It's not Bobo.
We're not boys. Or it's not Bobo. Well,
that's the other dolls. If that's you, can you touch it again for me, please?
Can you T's asking if you can explain that device? He wasn't there for the show when we explained what all the equipment was.
Yeah, so apologies, guys. So that behind me is called a mail meter, and it has an aerial on it. You can't really see it in this light. I'll turn the light on 2 seconds. So in that light, you might be able to see there's an aerial sticking up on there, and when you touch the aerial, that happens. The only way that can go off is if you touch it. You can put, like my phone is on at the moment, you can put your phone near it and it won't go off. It has to be touch. Physical touch. So that's incredible. That hasn't gone off for months.
That just blew up too. Like literally BLUE and BLEW. That was that blew up. When I saw that spike into the blue, I'm like, yo.
Yeah. Honestly,
so Kerry apparently so whoever it is loves Kerry. That's amazing.
Or Zach Bagans.
Or Zach Bagans. Let's see if it does it again.
Zach Bagans.
Or they like the Winchester.
I mean, that blue as well. That blue is a really strong hit. Really strong.
Wow.
So that's pretty incredible.
But okay, so Kerry, you were saying so Zach Bagans is how you found out about the Winchester?
I think so. Yeah, I think he did. He went there, if I remember right, a few years ago. And
keep talking, Kerry.
Yeah, keep talking.
So apparently, yeah, is that right? Zach Bagans went to the Winchester Mansion. If so, can you touch the spike on that machine again for me? Okay. Are you male? Are you female? It's not going to do it now.
Are you interested in the subject of tonight's show, the Winchester Mystery Mansion?
Yes. Ooh.
Okay. Were you a victim to?
You don't know how weird it is sitting here at the moment.
So, were you a victim of? I'm almost scared again. Of a Winchester rifle, or just a victim of something that you just love the Winchester Mystery Mansion, or my buttery voice? Either one. Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah. The candles aren't real, Chantel. They're fake candles. So don't be looking at candles. They are fakes. They're only plastic. But
if one goes out, it wasn't blown out.
That's so funny when the middle one went out. And you're like, stupid batteries, and I'm like, those damn battery powered candles, or however I messed it up in the green room.
I'm thrown at the moment. That's never worked so well, that thing.
I want one now.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. That's my favorite device because honestly, you can try and make it go off. It won't go off unless you touch it.
Yeah.
It's freaking insane. And I can, every time it does it, like my hair stands up. Like
so you
the
can
energy.
feel the energy.
Yeah, I can feel it now.
Do you like Tom? You got a little bit of a crush on Tom?
Come and sit next to me.
Oh, careful.
I'll put the chair in. If I can reach it.
Are you?
Come and sit in that chair.
Huh. Okay. Well, let's see where this goes. Yeah, let's just go. Okay. How about you, Tom? Same question, real quick, before we get into this. How did you find out?
I think same, really. I mean, the first I heard about it was on Ghost Adventures because really that's where all mine started. Amy started watching it, and then that's when I didn't believe in any of this. She's like, "Oh, watch this," and I was like, "Oh, it's a bit fucking shit." But started watching it, and then it just grew from then. And that's when I saw the Winchester, and that one really, really got me. When I first watched it, like it's insane, that place. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They love the Winchester, boy. And you know what's funny is we're not only global now and international, we're interdimensional now.
That is very
they're literally tuning in for this show.
You guys are taking the mix tonight, aren't you? You're loving this. Do you know why as well? I think it's because I've been packing a load of stuff away today. I think I've stirred it up.
Oh, you could have.
Do
You're getting activity, man. You're getting more activity on this. No offense, for the past couple videos.
Yeah, honestly,
more activity in the Winchester House.
Honestly, like you can sit there for hours, nothing. And it's just going insane.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
Are you gonna let me ask a question?
It's the me of ghosts. It just doesn't stop talking.
Are you trying to tell me something? Do you not want to be in... I'm not going to ask you a question if you stop. You're taking a freaking piss.
You're taking a piss. You're taking the piss.
Okay. Do you not want to be in the box? If you don't, light it up twice.
Are you bet?
Yeah, go on. No, go.
No, you.
Are you something that's not in the box? Light it up for me now. Doesn't seem to like me. It's weird.
Huh.
Spirit has to be a chick. Don can't get a word in. See?
Next step up is that thing is going to float up and away.
If it does that, man's out. Like, I'm on a second floor, but I'm jumping out that fucking window.
Yeah. I mean, you might want to let Amy know before you jump out that window. You might want to let your wife know that something is going on.
This is quite cool.
What does it detect or measure when it beeps? Is it electromagnetic frequencies, Tom, or is it just...
It's literally touch.
It's touch?
It has to be touch. There's no electromagnetic, there's none of that. It has to be physical touch. And the higher it lights up is the more you're touching it. So if I go just near it, it will light up just a little bit. And the closer I get, the more it light up. See what I mean? So if you get it right, that blue one is 2 off the top one. And that's my physical hand touch it to get to the top one. So it is... I love it.
Like, almost.
This show has taken a very strange turn right out of the gate. I love this show.
This is insane. I didn't think it'd even work.
This should definitely go on the highlight reel for this year.
So we need to go fund me now for us all to have one. So we all sit here now every week with them going beep, beep.
I'll say it's a proximity sensor. It gives out like a little field. I
know what you mean, Tom.
Yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? It gives out a little field, and when you break that field, that's when it goes off. So yeah. Anyway.
Thank you, Chantel. That's very nice of you. Okay. So Winchester Mansion
is freaking insane. So if any guys that don't know what we're on about when we keep saying Winchester Mansion, this place, I'll bring up some pictures. I've got some pictures here. 2 seconds.
Whereabouts is it, Tom, in America?
It is in San Jose in California. So I'll share this screen. This is the Winchester Mansion. That's one of the original photos.
Yep.
Of this place. This belonged to Sarah Lockwood Winchester, who was married to William Winchester, who was the owner of the Winchester Rifle Company. But she didn't originally live here. Originally, she lived somewhere else. Somewhere else. Anyway,
she lived in New Haven, Connecticut. Her infant daughter died of an illness known as marasmus, children's disease where the body wastes away, and her husband died of pulmonary tuberculosis, which is when a Boston medium, supposedly channeling the spirit of her late husband, said that she should leave her home in New Haven and travel west, where she had to build this home.
Bang on. Yeah.
I took notes. I'm telling you, first show I took notes for it.
I can't even understand your own notes.
No, don't expect it every week.
No, yeah. So she moved here, and then as soon as she moved there, They started construction work in 1886. The construction never finished until the day she died. And it literally stopped the day she died. Like, as she died, they down tools and went home.
Nail went in.
Yeah, because they were no longer getting paid. As soon as she died, that was it. Your pay stops.
Oh.
So, but the big mystery around it all is, why did she do it? Nobody fully knows why.
I do.
Theories. Hefty knows why.
Yeah, I do. Actually, it says right in here. So she was supposed to build a home for herself and the spirits. This is from the same medium that told her out of Boston. She has to head west out to California. She has to build a home for herself and the spirits of the people who had fallen victim to Winchester rifles. Now, if you don't know anything about American history, Winchester rifles were the shit. And back in the day, they killed an awful lot of people, Native Americans and whites, all sorts of people. A lot of people fell victim to this, which is why the sort of weird architecture of the house, which I'm assuming we'll go into, is meant to confuse the spirits. One of the reasons she never slept in the same room every single night. And there was another weird room thing. I can't remember. I'll have to check my notes again. But so that is why she started building the house all wonky. It was because it was for the spirits who had been.
Look at Rob's message down there. She died, and they were like, "You died."
Yeah, basically. For their mind, like, as soon as she died, like, thank God for that. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when she first bought the place, it was just an 8-room farmhouse. It only had 8 rooms. That was it. But that back then, she bought it for $5 million in 1923, which is actually $71 million in today's money. So,
well, she when her husband died, she inherited back then, at 1881, $550 million, which is about. Or no, I'm sorry, $20.5 million back then. There it is. Equivalent to $550 million US in 2020.
And that wasn't even the full company that she inherited. She only inherited a portion of it.
Yep, and she had half. She had 50% ownership of the Winchester Rifle Company as well too,
which is crazy. And
that's a lot of money.
So it went from 8 rooms in 1886. So between 1886 and 1922, It now stands at 24,000 square feet. It has 10,000 windows, 2,000 doors, 160 rooms, 52 skylights, 47 stairways and fireplaces, 17 chimneys, 13 bathrooms, and 6 kitchens.
It has two ballrooms also. I'm like, what?
This place is, man. I'm pretty sure there's still rooms that they can't even like reach because the way it was built, like the rooms are completely shut off and there's no access. Or
there will be stairs leading to a door that is a wall. There will be doors that open up to a drop fall. This was all to confuse the spirits so that they couldn't find Sarah Winchester in the house.
So like this.
So she built a house for the spirits, but then didn't want to be found.
Yeah. So she had.
Well, they were probably not very happy with her. She was like, "Hey, look, sorry, but."
She's literally trapped him, and then this, like, so that stairway just goes into the ceiling. There's nothing there. It's not like a door or anything. It's
it just goes to nothing. Yep.
It's crazy. This freaking place. Where's this other one here? So this one, you might not be able to see it because of the angle. It's hard to work out. But that's actually a staircase. It starts down here, and it just keeps switchbacking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really low. You have to duck to get up and down here. It's really low. It doesn't do it justice, really.
Can you imagine being the builder on this project? You'd be like, what?
I mean,
I'd be like, hey, if you're paying me, I'll build whatever stupid shit you want. That's fine. No problem. No problem. Yep, door leads to a 2-story drop. Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true, bro, as well. Like, yeah, so she thought that these spirits, because of, like I say, the Winchester rifle killed that many people. It was like almost a case of she needed to hide from them, because she actually believed that these spirits would come back and take her soul as such.
Are you enjoying our show so far? Special ghost guest. Let's go ahead and touch that spike again. Go ahead.
You got bored.
Yeah, I got bored. I'm like, sorry. It's like facts. What? I'm out.
You know, it's so weird. Like you get it like that. It's spike and then nothing.
Yep.
And that might be the last time it goes off for months.
Whatever. If you missed it, go back and watch the show from the beginning. After this is over, you would not. It was insane. Literally insanity.
Next week there's going to be a whole wall of gadgets.
I literally I thought, what should I put out? And I just grabbed it, put it on the side, and thought, we might get something, but I didn't realize I'd get that.
No, I'm glad you did. I'm definitely glad you did.
Freaking insane. But yeah, so this place, when Zach went there, is that the place he did his portal experiment?
I can't remember now. It's about 19.
Because
when it feels like that there.
I think he did. Because he did this thing. You know, like how we did our show.
Most Haunted went there. Most Haunted was there. They conducted a 7-hour live TV investigation of the house for the Travel Channel back in October 2007. And it made television history, actually, as it was the first 7-hour live paranormal investigation.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. And I think because like when
trivia on this,
when like Zach Bagans went there, I'm sure is it the portal one? I can't freaking remember now. I know they got some really good evidence. Really good.
When you say the portal one, what do you mean? That machine that goes?
No.
What's the noise again, Kerry? How does it go? Wonderful.
I mean.
No, that was fantastic. It was great. I love it. I'm sorry.
No, it's the So he links. So they set up there. Then I might be totally wrong. It might not even been that place. I think it was there. They set up at Bobby Mackey's Music World, and then another location, and they tried to link them all via devices and streaming like this. And they got some crazy shit. Like, apparently Zach got possessed again.
Obviously.
It's like a what do you
that
call
guy's
it?
Been possessed more than anybody. And
I got God running all through me. Those kind of religious folk. It's like I'm possessed by the ghost. It's like no, you're not. Shut up.
When I die, I'm gonna
shut up, Zach. You're stupid. Sorry.
Who would you possess though? If you had to possess one person, who would you
possess? Here we go. I want to hear Kerry's answer first.
Zach.
I know who she is.
You
want to possess Zach?
No.
She's just.
It's me.
You think does she just go stand nude in front of a mirror all day and be like, hell yeah, yeah, swinging it? Good God. Okay, so Zach Bagans is who you would. I should have known that. Is that really who you would possess? If you could possess one person, you'd possess Zach Bagans?
I definitely would touch him on the bum.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, how about you, Tom? Who would you possess?
Who would I possess?
Don't say something properly. Say something good.
I don't know. Probably someone I don't like.
Someone you don't know.
Someone you don't like? That's fair.
I don't like. Someone I don't like. Just so I can fuck with them.
Okay, Hefty.
I don't know. Actually, I've got that many people I don't like.
You just don't want to say their name.
Yeah. In case I still want to keep my job.
Fair enough.
We've narrowed it down.
Enough said.
No, if I did though, I mean, if I died before Amy died, I'd possess Amy.
What would you get her to do?
Huh?
What would you get her to do?
I don't know. I'll just possess her, just to fuck with her every night. So
what if when you possessed her, she was at work or something? Then you'd have to like work. Yeah, she'd scare the special needs students right on, Kerry. Holy shit! Wow, nice. Okay, so
head really rolling around and shit.
So Tom would possess Amy. Yeah. Kerry would possess Zach Bagans. Okay, that's fair.
And you, Adam?
That's a good question. Who would I possess? Now, is it for like an extended period or just for a day?
Just for a day.
Just for a day.
Let's not outdo it.
I'd want it to be somebody rich. Because then what I would do is I possess that person, and I would funnel money from their account into my bank account.
But you're dead.
And then I just go and I do all the dumb shit I ever wanted to do but couldn't. And then just go home I'd be dead. Right. So
that's not going to work.
Oh, well, then screw it. Then, yeah, you know what? I'm sticking with it. I'd possess somebody rich so I could go through and do all the dumb, stupid things and just like piss money away. Oh, leave them broke. That would be my thing, is to leave the person broke by the next day. I'd go and spend all their money. Well, the possession is not inherently, I mean, the name has kind of a negative connotation to it, so.
I was going to be nice to Zach, but you two are just evil.
It's like, we're dicks, I guess.
Rob says he possessed the prison to do a press conference leaking all the classified information. Aliens know.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That is pretty good.
Okay.
To Zach.
Kerry just possessing Zach. That's it.
I'm going to body jump loads of people.
Is that a thing? Can we body jump? Or does it have to be the same person?
I've just made it up, so why not?
Honestly, I'm going to be an absolute dick when I'm dead.
I mean, I'm going to try to enjoy it. I mean, I'm kind of a dick in real life, so I spent my whole life doing that. Let me just kind of chill out and relax a bit.
But why isn't there though? Why isn't there somebody who's died yet and their spirit isn't just fucking with people like constantly?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Well, so I'm assuming it takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. And to just fuck with somebody on the constant, that just sounds like an awful lot of energy that I'm not sure would be easy to come by. I don't know how these things work yet.
I mean, look at that device. I mean, you could feel the energy when it's going off.
Yeah.
And it just flatlines. Then now it's just flatlined completely in here. It's
charging back up for the next.
Yeah.
No, Chantal Trump. No, absolutely not. If I did, I'd kill myself. I'd possess him and then kill myself.
I would. Yeah, I would.
You're only dead if you're not getting this Hefty.
Well, no, I'd kill. This is just going to get me in a lot of trouble. I don't think I can say the next line on the internet. So, it's like, no, Trump, disagree with him, but nice hairpiece, Dick. So anyway. So back to the Winchester House.
So anyway, we're going off on a tangent again. This place is freaking insane. They actually do now as well. They do horror shows there, so you can do like a haunted mansion type horror show thing that you walk through, and they've just started it recently, I believe. I can't remember when, but they have just started it. You can book tickets to actually. You can stay there as well. It's a hotel as well. Yeah,
just don't go in the wrong door when you're going to take a leak in the middle of the night and you drop 2 stories. Yeah. You're like, oh, I thought that said bathroom. Oh boy.
I wonder though if anybody's actually got completely lost in this place, because it must be really.
That's a good question. I mean, that's a good question. I mean, there's always a window, I would think. I mean, there's a lot of glass, so there's windows that you could go out if it ever got too much. I feel 10,000. So I'm sure you can get out somewhere. But I mean, I don't know. Would the window open? Not necessarily, because it's one of those weird houses.
They have some as well where there's bathrooms that are surrounded by glass, but there's no way in. So you can see it.
Yeah, I like watching.
But you can't get in.
Yeah.
It's so messed up.
There's a lot of weird stuff about that place architecturally. Yeah. It was also actually the inspiration for the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World and that fun stuff.
I'm just going to find out for you how much it is to stay there. It didn't say. This is. There we go. So this is just a tour for 1 hour and 5 minutes. As if you're going to time the 5 minutes.
Very precise.
For an adult, $41.99.
Is that a lot
for
of money?
An hour? No, that's less than $50.
Is that good?
That's about a bag of weed. So, it's 40 US dollars, 41 US dollars. Yeah, it has to be.
There's different tours. That's not even the whole house.
Well, no,
that's probably the bare bones tour. That's like, you know,
it's $20 just to have a tour of the garden.
Okay, well, I'm sure the garden is pretty big. And it's what's it sitting on there? Acreage? I forget. I had that number here for a minute.
You can do a tour online for $9.
An online tour for $9? No thanks.
I just look at some pictures.
It's just exactly. That's boring as hell.
Google it.
Yeah, or just do the Google Maps drive-through where it just shows, you know, the car drives and it shows the pictures and like the 360-degree camera. I'm like, that's good enough. I'll keep my $10, thank you. My $9. What are $9? It's like I got a 10. It's like, do you have change? No. Well, I guess here's the $10.
Is there a souvenir shop?
I would hope so.
There's definitely a souvenir shop. Everywhere you go, you always finish in a souvenir shop. Every time.
Buying pencils and rubbers.
Yeah. Shit that you never will use.
Erasers. rubbers over here or something different on.
I mean, hence why I've got this mug that cost me like 30 quid.
30 quid.
Do you know what I mean? Like any normal shop, I would not pay that money for that. You can't even. You can't.
No, but they're like
me.
They're like the.
They're like the. It was in it. It actually says on the bottom, decorative item only.
You're like, it's 30 quid. I'm drinking out of this bad boy. No one's having my change.
Warning contains lead. Stupid. Stop drinking from me.
It was 30 quid.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care. I spent my $40 on this. I'm gonna drink out of it. I love it.
We're not tap like all the time.
Yeah.
That skull also. This one. I think.
How much was you mugged
40 quid? 45
How much?
quid.
I love that thing.
It's nearly £100 there in plastic.
Yeah, it's literally plastic.
My God. That's cool as shit, though. I like it.
It is cool. You can get black ones as well with white writing on.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's next year's.
Yeah, right?
We could do a whole show on how much Tom spends on crack.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Amy would run that show. She'd be like, here's an itemized list of all the dumb shit Tom's gotten. It was like,
every day I'm at home on my own, I'm always purchasing something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I can't believe she's...
If I'm left alone, the bank account goes down.
Oh, my God. Oh, here it was. So the property at one time was 162 acres, but has since been reduced to 4.5 acres. The minimum necessary to contain the house and nearby outbuildings. That's insane. So that's a substantial downgrade. Like,
you can imagine though the cost of actually running that place.
Oh yeah, and you know, again, when she died, I'm sure that money, like, they didn't have any kids. They did, but I mean,
they got lost.
And I'm sure
died before she even built the mansion. So
I'm sure when she died, she was in a lot of debt. Hence why they just stopped working immediately.
Maybe. I mean, well, then again, if she dies, like, you know, you're like, okay. I mean, look at it logically. It's like, okay, so the person who is paying us is not paying us anymore. There's no heir to this fortune. I mean, I probably have to do a little bit more digging on that. I don't think I have that in my notes. I didn't even think of that. But
would that spirit be trapped there as well if they died next in the house with major confused spirit? Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, if you think for us in the physical world, that is a confusing place to be. In the spiritual world,
yeah, wouldn't you just be like, it's a wall, I'm going through it? Or I'm like, you know, I don't know. Maybe my views on spirits are stupid. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can pass through stuff.
I'm pretty sure they can too.
I'm saying, you know what I mean? I'm like, that one video with the dude walking through the car. Remember on one of those YouTube videos shows we did recently? That was a pants pooping moment. But yeah, so I'm assuming they can walk through solid objects.
I think if they want to like follow you or they're trying to manifest to like show themselves you, they have to like follow. Do you know what I mean? So like, if it's a normal house, they can follow you around the house because it's. But if all of a sudden there's all these weird staircases and all this shit, they'll get confused and they can't concentrate on manifesting. Their energy gets used to
figure out where they're going.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So it's like
okay,
she's almost using their energy all the time by so they haven't got a clue whereabouts she is. You know what I mean? So that you get locations that are, I'm sure I've read this before, that are haunted because it hasn't changed. If the location stays the same, it builds because they're used to it. As soon as you change it, that's obviously you get that spike of activity, then it just drops because it's no longer how they remember it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like throwing a monkey wrench into the mix.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm going to take this right, and it's like, oh wait, the right's not there anymore. Now where do I go? Yeah. It's like, well, I have several branching paths. I don't have enough energy to like materialize or manifest.
Modern, or it's disturbed the earth if you're building onto
it. A lot.
And
a lot of them say as well that these spirits they when you die is how you constantly see the world. It doesn't change. So as the world changes around you,
you don't realize that it's the way you remember it.
Yeah, that's
really. Wait, is that really?
Yeah, it can be like that. Yeah, so like,
oh, that sucks.
Her mum's house is built on top of a morgue. When we landscaped her garden, we actually dug up the floor, the tiled floor. You could still see it.
Oh wow!
And she gets activity in her house through a certain area, obviously where the bodies would have been, and it's only that area, and it goes from her house through to the next house next door, because that area is they're still walking up and down as if it was still there, but it's not.
But it's like a replay, maybe more than actually an intelligent spirit.
Yeah.
There's actually a pretty good debate going on in the chats right now. Well, not really a debate, but an interesting conversation. So Chantel was saying. She was agreeing with me, like humans are done with their confusing walls. We go through it. You know what I mean? But Tui brought up a real good point that it's like in 13 Ghosts. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie, but absolutely fantastic movie. There are words and spells that are on the walls that keep the spirits from going. Here.
That can be true too.
So they can't pay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Interesting. Oh, no, that was kind of cool. I like seeing the comments.
You know a lot about that as well, Kerry, don't you? You can actually like do these certain spells and stuff, and you can block off areas and stop things entering that.
Yes, yeah.
Are they guaranteed? There's just like you kind of rolling the dice on it.
No, nothing's ever guaranteed. It can come back. It can rub off. You know, it's something like maintenance. So if you've got for example, if you live in a haunted home and you get someone to come in and ask them to leave nicely, and it's okay for a couple of weeks, you've got to keep that cleansing of the home up, sort of thing. And that's how I maintain my home.
Yeah.
So I don't get anything wanting to take it over, really, because this is my home, not theirs.
Don't you find as well though, like when you don't cleanse for a long time, it gets like sludgy?
Yes.
Like your house feels like really sludgy.
Yeah, so you're getting really good at picking up energy then, Tom, to notice that.
Yeah.
It becomes heavy, dark, it can be depressing. You just feel uncomfortable in yourself. And yeah, that's when it's like, time for a cleanse.
Because I know before we got rid of like those two that are still in the shed actually, and boxed the others up, and then before we did all that and then cleansed, it was getting heavier and heavier. But after that, it's kind of stopped. And then now I'm starting to feel it build again. But we're not doing anything paranormal. It's just there.
It's just time for a cleanse. I always do mine. I try to do it once a week, like you would if you was going to hoover the house or whatever, once a week. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think when we move, we definitely will be doing a lot more.
When you guys come to America, because you guys are just rolling in that ball on YouTube money, we should all go, as we all are, we're well paid on this show. Oh, yeah. We should all take the trip out to California and go to this place and do an investigation there. Kerry, that'd be amazing to have you along there. I can't even imagine the kind of craziness we'd.
Oh, if I win the lottery, that's what we're doing. We're all going. We're not just going to go there. If I win millions, we're going all different places.
We are actually planning on going there at some point. We are going to do a trip. We're going to do Zach Bagans Museum. We're going to do the Winchester. We're going to do the ship, the Queen
and me and
Mary.
Adam are coming.
We're gonna do the Queen Mary. Yeah, we're gonna do them all.
I'm definitely in. I'm definitely in.
So yeah.
Oh, and Chantel's GoFundMe, right? Okay, so yeah, so Chantel's. Yeah. All right, so yeah, we can't forget about that. We got to forget. We have a lot of GoFundMes.
We're all going to be skint because we
should really get around to this one of these days.
Where was it anyway? I can't remember where we were. Yeah, we go off on such.
Oji-san,
how you doing?
Konnichiwa.
We still need to do a show, Oji-san, but when Marty's better, obviously. We're going to do. I can't remember what we said we were going to do now. We said we were going to do something, but I can't remember.
Amityville House, Jay says.
The Amityville House. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to start a GoFundMe for all of the GoFundMes.
It is literally getting to that point now.
I know, it's ridiculous.
It's getting out of control. But this is definitely a place worth visiting, like, guys. But I think there was a time they were going to rip it down. I'm sure it was. Yeah. I can't remember. You have to watch documentaries on it. I've seen loads of different things, but I can remember something saying about it was planned to be demolished at one point. And then it got saved and turned into the museum as it is now. Well, not museum, the hotel and the walks they do around it. But it was meant to be demolished because of the upkeep. Hence why its square footage of its grounds has got so small, because it's so expensive.
Yeah, they couldn't afford the gardener because the cleaner was taking all the money.
Interesting. Here we go. Okay, so when Winchester died, I'm sorry, we're going back to how this all got kept. All of her possessions, apart from the house, were bequeathed to her niece and personal secretary. That's interesting. Her niece then took everything she wanted and sold the rest in a private auction. It supposedly took 6 trucks working 8 hours a day for 6 weeks to remove all of the furniture from the home, an account disputed by Winchester's biographer. She had made no mention of the mansion in her will, and appraisers considered the house worthless due to the damage caused by an earthquake, unfinished design, and the impractical nature of its construction. It was sold at an auction for $135 and subsequently leased for 10 years to John and Mamie Brown, who eventually purchased the house in February 1923, which was 5 months after Winchester's death. That's when the house was open to the public, with Mamie Brown serving as the first tour guide. Today, the home is owned by Winchester Investments Limited Liability Company. It's a privately held company representing the descendants of John and Mamie Brown. So that is how it was able to be kept around afterwards. I'm sorry, that was way after the point, but little information.
Crazy, and yet now it's probably worth millions of dollars now.
I would think so. I mean,
just for its tourism, I'll say.
It's a legend. It's that thing. That's how I found about it. Was in it was 5th grade for me, and it was around Halloween, and we always did like spooky stuff around Halloween. And my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Benoit, I'll never forget her. She was awesome. She was reading from this book, and it had a lot of like true haunting stuff, like that ghost ship, the Mary Celeste. And it had the Winchester Mansion, and I remember hearing the story of the Winchester Mansion. I was like, that is absolutely fascinating. So all throughout my growing up and stuff, I always had a deep-seated interest in that.
Have you guys seen the movie as well?
No.
You've not seen it. You haven't seen the movie?
No, there was a movie.
There is a movie. It is called just Winchester. Helen Mirren plays the lady.
Mrs. Winchester.
Yeah, that's the one. So she plays a lady in it, and it is a horror movie, but it's not like you think. It's very weird.
Wait a minute! I've seen that. I have seen that movie.
You have seen the movie.
I have seen that movie. I totally forgot about that. It was not great. That's why it was not remarkable. That's why
it's not great. But I think
I only watched it once, and it was like when it came out. It was I had watched it on a site, like a torrent site. But oh my god, I haven't seen that movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I lied.
I think it's because I didn't think it's very good neither. but I think it's because they didn't hype it to be more than what it's supposed to. They tried to keep it true to how it was when she was around. Do you know what I mean? So like the construction going on and the things she did. It's more of a documentary horror movie than it is a horror movie as such, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It's worth watching though. Like if you want to know more about Sarah Winchester, yeah.
Is it on Netflix?
Probably. Yeah, Helen Mirren. Yeah, she played Sarah Winchester. But apparently, though, all the filming was done in Australia. They went there, took a few shots of the actual location in
basically rebuilt it. Yeah,
and then just did everything else in Australia. They didn't actually do hardly any filming there at all.
Tui, I think you and I actually watched that together. So yeah, I think you're right on that, buddy.
No, probably.
Oh yeah, that's okay. So do you guys think her spirit got trapped in the house or not? Somebody else asked that up earlier. I think it was Jay Davies. I can't find the.
Probably, I would say it does.
Yeah, I would say so. She probably wants to be there more than trapped.
You become so attached to something, don't you? You can't let go. And I suppose for her as well, she still thinks construction is going on.
Yeah.
In a way, it's such in that loop for so long. It's like she's trapped in that loop. There was another film, it was a series. I think that was on Netflix where it's about that, where this lady dies or something, and she keeps on coming back to the house every day. I can't remember what series it was. I'll ask Amy. She keeps on coming back to the house to get a child or something. But it goes on that loop for so long that eventually she actually completely forgets why she's even doing it. And like her features all disappear and everything. And then she's just basically just this spirit that's going constantly back and forth from this lake. I think it's from a lake. She comes out the lake, goes into the house.
No, you've seen that. That sounds familiar.
Comes out, goes back into the lake.
It's called Ghost Lady Lake Lady.
Yeah. It's about
yeah, thank you. I'm not good at stuff.
So yeah, and then they get like trapped in that cycle and they can't let go of it because they don't even realize they're in the cycle.
Yeah, Jay says, I feel sorry for her if so trapped with all the angered spirits like her own personal hell. I wonder if she's taken like hundreds of years worth of shit from all those dead people. It's like, oh, we've been waiting for you. Like, hey. I mean, granted, it was her husband's fortune. It wasn't her. She was guilty by association because she was married to the gentleman.
But then I suppose as well that she's not really guilty, or he's not really guilty, because it's down to the people who pull the trigger that are guilty, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, we can say that, but back in the day, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was like, if you're buying a gun, it's, I think, yes, I agree with you, but I also think that has been adopted more. No, I think that's probably always been true, but back in the day, there was just a shitload more of guns. Or no, or not. Or maybe there's more. I don't know. But there was, I think violence was always a big deal. So, you know what? I have no argument or anything to say on that. Good night, everybody. I quit.
That's true. I mean, no, I know exactly what you're saying. I mean, I suppose if you didn't make the guns, nobody would get shot. Someone has to manufacture them.
I mean, but there were wars going on. There were like battles. I mean, America was in, was still, in the 1880s, that was still like Wild West shit.
Ooh.
So.
That is so mad to think that that's when you guys like had your Wild West, and then.
It's still the Wild West. Trust me.
It's like yesterday. Like that's how long our history is over here.
Do you have towns that still look like that, Adam?
Probably yes. There's a lot of like just deserted ghost towns all over the United States. There's roads that exist that aren't on maps. There's I'm sure 100%. I'm sure that there are towns that are just tumbleweeds rolling by an old decrepit, and I've actually seen some on YouTube where nature is kind of taken back over and has kind of reclaimed, the trees and the plants have reclaimed man's dominion after long been vacated from there, which is really weird and neat to see.
I thought we send Adam out there on a live like this, and we get to watch him wandering about
and then disappear. So when that happens, you could be like, well,
think of the viewers, Adam. Think of the viewers.
I know. Think of the viewers. I know. Everything I do for the views.
Tombstone is still around, Rob. That does exist. I think Ghost of
Tombstone. Yeah, Tombstone, Arizona. I believe is
Jay has a good point. So, would you be more angry at the person pulling the trigger, the person making the gun, or the person who invented the gun?
Well, I mean, you can't get the person who invented the gun. You're never going to find. The gun is quite an old thing. I would probably be pissed. Maybe that's a good question.
That is a good question. I would be more pissed at the person pulling the trigger.
Yeah, I think I would.
I do think weapons are necessary for certain reasons, but I do think, depending on why you pull that trigger, justifies it or not. We get told a lot, obviously, when being in the military and in the army, you have to do scenarios and stuff, and you have your code of conduct of why you pulling the trigger and that. And basically, in a nutshell, the British Army's version is if there's an immediate threat to life, then you can pull the trigger. If there isn't an immediate threat, you can't. So if somebody is carrying a weapon, you can't shoot them.
But if they got it raised and pointed at you, you're like,
sorry, dog. It and it aims at you, then it gives you reasonable. I can't remember the terminology, but reasonable excuse to pull the trigger.
T-Bone says a gun is a tool, the human is the weapon. I know a lot of humans that are tools. Rules of engagement. That's what he says.
He knows exactly what I'm on about. Rules of engagement. You guys are a lot more lax in your rules of engagement, but for the British Army, it's very. But then it's so stupid because, like out in Afghan, you can have the Taliban shooting at you. As soon as he puts that weapon down, you cannot shoot him. You're done. Then if you shoot him, you're done.
I mean, you can. You totally can. You can absolutely. You can 100% pull that trigger after he puts that down. There will be repercussions, but you can absolutely do it.
There is actually something going through the news at the moment in the British military about Marines out in Afghan that shot unarmed Taliban. And they are actually going to try and take them to court and try them for murder.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting a little too political. Let's get back to the Winchester mansion here. That's just what I don't want to happen.
But no, we have definitely got to visit this Winchester house at some point.
Yeah, no, we have. Kerry's winning the lottery. She already said it.
Yeah, it's all right, guys. It's all
She's winning the lottery. She's sending. We're all going to these places, and I'm going to some weird forest town.
I did have some other photos. That's tiny. I don't even know you're going to be able to see this.
Hanging.
I should check these things. So that is your drop that you was on about. So if you step through that doorway,
I was on about. I'm sorry.
That's a 2-story drop. So down there, that's a little dining room table.
Oh.
I mean, I believe the story is 10 feet. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. It's 10 feet. Yeah.
And then that's the downstairs. So if you fall through there, it's going to hurt. What else? I did have loads of photos. What's this one? Oh, yeah.
Kerry, yours is a battery operated one too.
Oh, it is. Why?
The candle. I meant keep your mind clean. The candle. I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, you can't point a flame like that, I guess. Just trying to blow out the electric flame. I love it.
So that's the kitchen fully set up that's never used.
Oh, that's a nice kitchen. That's super cozy. I love that table.
I love the
that's fully set up. It's got a range and everything, never used. It's just there.
It's just there. I love it.
Must be well dusty.
I bet they take care of it. I mean, can you imagine how much money the cleaning people must get to keep that place like proper?
Some of these rooms though, they can't even enter. You can just see it. You can't even get in. So it's like it just sits there. It's so weird. This is called the gallery. This place.
Oh wow!
So I think these bits on the floor they are doing like restoration, but these windows she would have windows hanging for no reason. They're just windows.
Oh, that's neat.
It's insane.
Speaking of which, there was one thing I read, which was really cool. Oh, so there was a window that was designed. I cannot talk today. It was designed by somebody when sunlight strikes the prismatic crystals and a rainbow is cast across the room. But the window was installed in an interior wall in a room with no light exposure, preventing the effect from being seen. So basically, it was like a cool flex that you were never going to be able to see. I'm like, that is crazy. Like you're gonna put a window in that does something specific when sunlight hits it in a room with no windows. Like it's just there. I'm like, that is neat. I want to be that rich. I want to be that stupid rich. Where I'm gonna be like
just doing weird stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sure as well there's actually stuff in this place that they haven't even found yet. It's that vast. And there's so many secrets that they're still uncovering stuff like today. Because
I would love to go there. Love to go there.
Wouldn't you? Like if you could spend a week there, like just looking around.
No. A week. If I'm staying off premises, I'll stay a week.
I would.
I'd stay in a night there. Nope, you're good. Really?
I'd love to stay in that place overnight.
We wouldn't get much sleep, would we? We'd all be like...
No.
Definitely not.
You could take a dirt nap. That would happen.
Especially if you start getting activity.
A dirt nap. That's when you're dead. That's what a dirt nap. We call it a dirt nap in the States. It's an antiquated expression, but a dirt nap is also known as dying. Sorry.
So this is what it looks like now today. So that's like the outside view.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it looks alright from the outside, doesn't it?
That's not super posh. What the fuck? I like that.
Welcome to my home.
Yeah, oh my God, Kerry. I would be like, Kerry, my long lost friend. Can I bump $50?
It's crazy. You can just Google Winchester House and there's so many photos, but I definitely recommend watching the Ghost Adventures one when they went there as well, because they do look around the place a bit and you get to see some of the weird shit that goes on there. And then there's a lot of documentaries out there on it, loads of documentaries. It is freaking crazy. That's my weekend.
The mansion in the miniseries Rose Red, which was created by Stephen King, is greatly inspired by the Winchester Mystery House. Also, I remember that. Oh, the Winchester Mystery House was featured on the 100th episode of American Horror Story. That's cool. Yes. I did not know that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, now you mention it, it is. Yeah, it is crazy. Huh. Like this place is just freaking insane.
Weekend condo.
It's your weekend condo. Stop it. Stop it. Jeez. It's like, that place? Yeah. Well, you want to crash a little bit? Fine. Go right ahead. Oh,
here we go.
Looking like a fop. You'd have one of those old school powdered wigs on and shit and covered in like pancake makeup. And like, oh, yes, the summer cottage. I love it. I don't know why Kerry was doing this, but sure.
That was me doing me bonnet.
It was you. How was you? Oh, that's adorable. A bonnet. I love it.
I don't know if you guys can see that. You'd probably be worth going on it yourself, but you just go on the WinchesterMysteryHouse.com and they've actually got a gallery and you can see all the different.
Oh, that's cool.
You need to pay $9 when you can look on there for free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just go to the website. There you go. I just took it. Unless like you go to like back out, like hit the back arrow, and it's like, oops, sorry. First, enter your credit card information. It's like, oh, you bastards. How did you do that?
There's extreme things like this. That's a mirror at the top of the stairs to make it look like the stairs carry on, but they don't. They turn left.
I would so walk into that.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
And I'm alive. I'd be like, oh, do.
It's crazy.
Cheers, OG-san. Thank you for tuning in, buddy.
Have a good one. Cheers, bro. We'll see you next week. Just go on the Winchester.com and you can just browse through all these. There's so many.
Who's the people?
These ones.
Yeah, them.
I believe that little girl is Sarah Winchester. I've seen that photo before somewhere. There is one rare photo, I don't know if it's here, of actually her outside the mansion.
Getting the morning paper?
Yeah.
You broke another window last week, you son of a bitch. I think I have 10,000 more.
There is actually a photo of her because she's a massive like recluse. people never saw her. She would never like.
Yeah, I'm sure she was kind of a shut-in. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, if you look at the time period, eccentricity was probably thought of as more like, especially with the reason she was doing it, probably not as accepted, like even in America back in those days. So I can't imagine she had a lot of friends.
Yeah,
maybe she did, but I can't see that.
Maybe they got lost in their house when they came over.
That's true. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, they're like, no, don't go over there.
I think there was actually a few deaths as well there from the workers.
I
think there's one guy, was it a window fell on him? They were craning up a window or something, and I'm sure it fell and killed him. There's been all sorts there. It's I'm trying to piece together all these different things I've watched, but there's loads of stuff. There's even one now just looking there. There's a door on the outside of the house that you can open, but it's literally on the second story. So you can't even get to it.
Whose TikTok just went off? Kerry.
No, not me today.
Oh, that was Tom, wasn't it?
That's probably Kerry sending me TikToks.
She's just sitting there. She's just saying, blame Kerry. You leave Kerry alone.
That thing has taken over my bloody life.
That's sad.
It is sad. I sit there and think, what the fuck am I doing?
Come on, Adam, you need to get an account.
I have one. I've actually started.
Oh, well, wait, you haven't friended me
Don't
up.
tell Kerry that.
That's because I'm like, I don't care about it, honestly, and I'm still honestly setting it up. I just put a picture up, I think, a week ago, like, of me, and like I haven't even finished my bio or anything like that, but I'm working on it. I'll get there. I'll do it on Tuesday. That was always my excuse for I'm not going to fucking do it. Was I'll do it on Tuesday. That was one of my excuses. I'll do it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we'll do some questions because I've got to be at work at stupid o'clock in the morning. So
that sucks. Real quick, who do we got coming on next week?
Mr. Simon N. Twistle is back. So it's story time with Simon next week.
I'm so excited. So excited for that.
This is probably the last time he'll be on because he's an extremely busy man. So we are privileged to have him on next week. So we'll make the most of it when he's on.
We should buy him a cake.
Yes.
How would I'm not going to get how. How would we even get the cake?
We would eat cake with him.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we just eat cake with him. Be like, we're celebrating you. We love you. I don't know. Stu, just read the questions.
Oh God.
Jeez.
I like him. He's such a cool dude.
I don't even know which ones, if I've read these before or not.
That is exactly who that is, Chantel.
All right, here we go. We've got some good ones. So let's go for it. The first one is, of all Google searches starting, is my 2-year-old, what is the most common ending? So is my 2-year-old what? What is the most common search on Google? Go crazy.
What did you say?
Go crazy.
Yeah.
Is my 2-year-old meant to be sticking things in their ears?
Dead?
I mean, yeah, Kerry, you've had is my 2-year-old dead?
Well,
yeah, I mean,
he's not breathing. We better Google it.
Yeah, so that I'm not sure. Gonna get his ass whooped, he says.
Broken is my 2-year-old.
Broken.
Meant to be doing something, I reckon it's going to be.
It's got to be something like, is my 2-year-old normal? Or
is there such a thing as a normal 2-year-old?
I don't know, Kerry, is there?
Yeah, Kerry. Marty would be great. He'd go
Marty
times.
I mean, it's been a long time since mine were 2. No.
No, all right, fair enough.
Oh yeah, Chantel, it is that cool Farmer Christmas looking guy with the awesome story voice. Yeah.
Next week we've all got to bring our covers and our duvets.
Oh, I'm totally gonna fucking do that. I'm 100% doing that. Oh yeah.
We're not gonna be talking. It's just gonna be him.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm turning my lights off, dude. Forget it. I'm absolutely doing that. 100%. Oh, I'm going to rock my onesie. If you guys want to see me in a onesie, show up next week.
Yes, everybody in the comments have got to wear a onesie or pajamas if you don't own them.
Yep, even if you're at work. Yes, you got to wear pajamas to work. Tell them that they don't have a sense of humor. Tell them life's too short if they give you shit for it.
Do you know who this guy is that's on this show? Clearly
not. Yeah, clearly not. So you're about to get lulled into awesometude by his... Anyway, I love that guy. I love that guy.
So the answer is my 2-year-old gifted? Is the most common.
Gifted? Why? Because it gets gifted?
I don't know how many
2-year-old gifted. I mean, if you have to Google that, probably not, judging by the genes of the parents. So no,
definitely not.
Absolutely not.
If you're Googling it, they are not an Einstein.
Is my 2-year-old gifted? I mean, unless they're like, no, your 2-year-old is not gifted.
No, definitely
not. You're not special. Mostly everybody has kids. Some of them multiples. Yours are probably just ugly and, not ugly and not gifted, I guess.
So this one, I reckon 2 you might know this one. So how much gold can you get from 100 kilograms of gold ore?
Out of what?
Oh, you're in pounds, ain't you?
Yes. You somehow butchered the mathematics and our language. Nice.
So,
ain't. Very nice.
So, yeah. But
hold on.
For the English people out there.
How much gold can you get out of?
From 100 kilos of gold ore.
Hold on. How many pounds is 100?
I don't even know what that is. So, 4.
Stop looking up. All right. I don't know. I'm going to go. This is getting 4 kilograms.
Did you just cheat, Adam?
No, I was looking to see what the translation was from kilograms to pounds because I'm stupid.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
It's 220. So 220 pounds is 100 kilograms. So how much I suppose it means in weight. How much in weight can you get from 100 kilograms of gold or of real gold?
2.2 kilograms in a pound. Thank you, T. Thank you, buddy. So out of 100 kilograms, so that'd be... Okay, fuck, I'm doing math.
Do it in pounds.
No, it's 20 pounds. I don't know.
Fucking 90.
I'm going to say it's got to be about 5 kilos. Something like that.
I'm saying 4.
Tui says 7. Jay says 4 kilograms.
Jay's with me.
None, because I like Chantel's answer best. Even if I know it's going to be different, but Chantel is going to win already with that answer. In South Africa, none, because someone will steal it. I love that.
In Soviet Russia, gold spends you.
It's a joke for there was a comedian named Yakov Smirnoff back in the day who was in Soviet Russia. A car drives you. Never mind, we're old.
Kerry's in.
Yeah, if I was an American.
Americans have weird humor.
Yes. Oh, please, Monty Python. You know that's something for another day. That's a different show.
All right, so
boy, you got me going right at the end here. What's the answer?
Is that it? 0.5 grams.
Oh,
really?
0.5 grams. For comparison, 100 kilograms of mobile phones contain about 30 grams of gold.
Do they?
Yeah, people nick phones for the gold. That's true.
Why is this news to me?
Yeah, me too. I feel like a baller now. I got gold. I'm rich, bitch.
We're going to the Winchester Mansion, Adam.
Yeah, we are on my phone.
How many old phones you got in your drawer?
Yes, yeah, that's right. Actually, I probably have a couple of my old ones lying around somewhere.
You're a millionaire. You didn't even know it.
Get these GoFundMes started.
So for 100 kilograms of gold ore, all you get is half a gram. That's freaking insane.
Wow, that's insane.
I didn't know that's freaking.
Yeah, I think too is right. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna have to be the next show on my channel is American versus British humor.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Okay,
we need to do that soon as well.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we haven't done a show on my channel in a while. We gotta remedy that.
And
all right, we got another one.
He has 8 old phones. Oh, you flexing, bro. Yo, you balling, son.
Look at him showing off in the comments.
Shoo. Right.
Okay, so this is a UK one, but you guys can probably answer it as well. It says, what percentage of children born in the UK in 2018 were born to parents who were neither married, in a civil partnership, or living together?
Oh, quite high.
57%.
74.
If you know our teenagers, it's quite high. No offense to any teenagers out there.
I'm more surprised when I hear people's parents are still together. I'm like, whoa, you're in the minority.
If you live on our street, then
he says 62.
86%.
Yeah, it's going to be high.
It's going to be high.
Wow.
As bad as it sounds, it's going to be high.
Yeah.
38%, Tui says. 70% from Chantel.
I bet it's quite low. I bet it comes back and surprises us like 17 or something.
It's like 6. I'd be like, bullshit. No way.
Yeah.
Did you say 17, Kerry?
Yeah. Is it 17?
You're 1% off. 16.
Up 16%?
It's 16%. It says, although 48% of parents of newborn children are not married, most of these do live together. So it's just people just don't get married. They do live together, though.
I mean, why wouldn't you get married? It's a tax break. At least over here. Let's just sign that prenup.
I'll smash one more before we go. Which of these is the oldest? The film Jaws, Microsoft, Tom Cruise, or the floppy disk? So you've got, in order of oldest, you've got Jaws, Microsoft, Tom Cruise, or floppy disk. Which one's oldest?
Tom Cruise.
Jaws was 74. Tom Cruise is older than that. Because I know that dude isn't more than 5 years older than me. He's more than 5 years older than me.
He's like 60.
He's an old fart. No, he's not an old fart.
No, he's born in like the 60s, I reckon.
Jay Davies is saying Microsoft. I'm going to go with the floppy disk. I'm going to go with the floppy disk on that.
Yeah.
Oh, floppy disk or 3.5. Oh, I'm assuming it's the floppy one, Goons.
Floppy disk, yeah, floppy disk.
Yeah.
Was it?
The 3.5s were like the smaller hard ones that were like that.
Yeah.
I actually might even have one lying around somewhere, oddly enough. Or not oddly enough, if you know me.
I remember you used to take my homework to school on a floppy disk.
Yeah.
I did that. Yeah. I feel old now when I say things like that.
You are old.
I remember life without a computer, Tom, so you're not old. You're all right.
To be fair, I do as well. I mean, we got our first computer when I was like 14, 15. No, 13, 14. I didn't get my first phone until I was 13, and then that was a Nokia 3310.
I was like 25, but okay.
Oh,
do you
micro
remember the TV that used to have to turn the knob? You actually go over to the telly.
Oh yeah! Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh no, we weren't that old.
Oh, we did.
Oh, yeah.
Us kids always got the job. Go turn the telly over.
Don't sit too close. You're gonna ruin your eyes. No, we won't.
My dad actually remembers going around someone's house because they had a colour TV. Like no one had a colour TV.
Dave remembers going to the cinema to watch Saturday morning cartoons because there was no.
Oh
telly.
yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah. They'd run those. Yeah, before the movies. Yeah, they do. They do the short ones. Yeah.
Oh, the good old days.
Hell yeah! Better times, huh?
All right. So the oldest is Tom Cruise. Who was born in 1962. Microsoft was founded in 1975. Jaws was released in 1975, and the floppy disk was invented in 1970.
I thought Jaws would have been 80s, but
Nah, Jaws. Yeah, that was a 70s joint. Till we got it.
Yeah, you with me.
All right.
So Tom Cruise is very old.
Yeah.
That's what we
yeah, and very short.
Do you know actually?
Come on, Kerry, please. You know, I used to have respect for you. Like at the beginning of the show,
they would make him work with short actors because he's that small.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're like midgets. It's like here's a midget. He's like, I'm a giant.
He does stand on the box. He's that small.
Really?
So when you watch him in Top Gun, there's a lot of scenes he stood on a box.
No.
Yeah, really? Is that true? That's hilarious. I love Top Gun. I love that. He's short. He's like 5'5", I think, 5'4", something like that.
Really short.
I'm 5'10" and I'm not tall. So 2-1, he won 0.5 grams of gold and 20 old cell phones. So congratulations, Tui.
He's winning at life.
Did well.
He's winning.
That must have been embarrassing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
Just get the.
It's like, Mr. Cruz, we're not giving you $20 million for this picture, but can you just stand on this milk crate because you're not in frame?
Why you just stand next to everyone?
Anthony Edwards, who played Goose, is like this. And he's like, has a soda, and they're like, "Oh, what are you leaning on?" He's like, "Oh, my co-star, Tom Cruise." And Tom Cruise is like, "Don't rest your drink on me." Oh,
that's why a lot of scenes as well, you will not see his full body. You'll only see the top part.
I mean, if we saw Kelly McGillis's full body,
Which one's that?
That was the love interest in that. The blonde chick, the teacher.
The new Top Gun this month.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest.
I don't know how I feel, but it looks really good. It does.
We'll see.
We do.
Yeah, we will.
Anyway, that's a whole new topic. So, so next week we've got Simon Entwistle. It's going to be a cracking show. We've got Storytime with Simon. Hopefully Marty will be back on, and Nick and Amy, hopefully, if she hasn't killed me tonight.
Telling you, chocolates and roses. I don't know what you did.
But anyway, much love to you all. I've missed this. I've missed you guys. Thank you everyone for joining us once again in the chat. I love speaking to you all. Hope you all have a cracking week. And I think that's it. Yeah. Is that it?
Come on, man. You're not going to... You're gonna get this. I'm gonna make an outro guy out of you, brother. I'm gonna give you free lessons. Free lessons.
So check out Hef TV to see a lot of the Chili Challenge. Also to see us on there doing the humor Brits versus Americans very soon. Hopefully, check out Kerry on her Etsy page and on her TikTok and Instagram. Cracking medium. She knows a lot of shit. So. Definitely, please.
She is the real deal. She knows a lot of shit. She is definitely the real deal. She is definitely the real deal.
The real deal, definitely. I would say Marty in that, but he's not here tonight, so screw him.
Where are you, Marty?
Nice, yeah.
But of course, Marty and Nick's pages, everything is all listed below in the description for you guys to check out. And we shall see.
I got you, Chantal. I will. Oh, no, I'm sorry. She asked me to send her a message when we're going to do the shows. Yeah. So I got you covered. No problem.
We love you all. Have a good week. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Stay spooky.